So I figure many people may not have heard, but China has proposed a resolution, a peace plan for Ukraine. There was previously a Minsk Agreement peace plan wherein the Donetsk and Lugansk regions, which are on the right of this map, outlined but in gray, where they would basically be demilitarized and given a degree of autonomy in order to prevent the bloodshed that was going on there as Ukraine waged war against these two regions since 2014. But because of their ongoing warfare and shelling of the civilian areas of the two breakaway regions, Russia eventually intervened in order to prevent the Ukrainian government from basically defeating the separatists in those two regions. And then Russia is also concerned that once those two regions fell, then Crimea would be next. And so this is the China peace plan, just the map. They haven't really outlined everything. They had like 12 points of all these things that you need to take account for and everything. But this is the basic map that they proposed. They circulated to all the embassies of the world that are involved in this as a proposal on how to resolve the situation. So you can see the basic points where Donetsk and Lugansk, and then part of the 2 or 3 other regions which form a land bridge on their way to Crimea. They're all recognized as part of Russia. And then the rest of the regions east of the what's the name of that river? It starts with a Danube? No. Anyways, that river, the big river that goes through the middle of Ukraine, which I can't think of right now, is a demilitarized zone. And it's almost seen as a separate state, kind of like Germany was partitioned into East Germany and West Germany. So the good thing about that plan is that you could somewhat easily, because there's few crossings to get into the demilitarized zone, you could put the kind of weapons inspectors there to prevent the weapons from going into the east region, and then they could be either part of Ukraine or independent region. And then Russia would have its security barrier, and Ukraine would maintain its state as well as access to the Black Sea. I'm not sure. I don't watch any of the mainstream news stuff, but I doubt that this is getting like coverage on the mainstream news, and searching for it online, it was kind of difficult to even find this. But since I follow a number of different Telegram channels, I became aware of it as soon as they sent it out. So this is just for your information. So this is China attempting to be mediator and to help resolve this conflict. If Ukraine would have stuck to the Minsk agreements in the beginning, they wouldn't have. They would have just kept those two regions in the Far East as part of Ukraine, but they would have been autonomous, so they wouldn't have control over them. They would just be, maybe they would pay some taxes or something. But because they betrayed their own peace agreement, and the Western leaders have said that they didn't even intend to follow through on the Minsk agreements, they were just doing it in order to buy time and to remilitarize, to reinvade those eastern regions. So now they're part of Western Russia, and there have been hundreds of thousands killed and entire regions basically leveled as a result. We can thank the political leaders in Washington and Great Britain for that outcome, because Russia tried to fulfill those agreements. They tried to have diplomatic overtures on multiple different levels, and to get a guarantee from NATO and different things, but they were just rejected, and all Biden says is no, no, no. That's all you say to a dictator. No, no, no. Well, this is the most likely plan now, and meanwhile the West is all concerned that China's going to start supplying Russia with weapons. But if they do, they're not going to do it until after they've made their best effort for peace. So we'll see if this has any potential, but now you know what the China peace agreement roughly looks like. That's all for now.